Hey, Billy. Hey, Happy. Hey, Safita. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Hi, Debbie. Hey, Happy. So we're going to make a bowl. This is a maple bowl. Please smash that like button. We have 9 likes, 10 likes right now. I think we can get to 100. Please help me out. Thanks so much. Oh, that's nasty. I got some of it cleaned up, Billy. Hey Hector, how's it going? It's looking pretty good. Little tear out, but I think I'll sand that out. So let's make the tenon now. Appreciate you guys stopping in. We got 28 likes. All right, thanks guys. Can we get to 30? MD from Bangladesh, welcome. Thanks for joining in. Bad Dragon, hey Terry, how's it going? This thing's barely holding on. I don't know if I'm stripping with the, I don't know if I'm stripping the screw or drilling the hole too big or what, but you can just tell it's loose in front. So I gotta take it real easy. Not sure what causes that. What's up, Jeffrey? North Carolina. Hey, you're welcome. I'm in Oklahoma in the United States. You might hear a little southern drawl every once in a while. Usually when I'm tired. Hope you guys are having a blessed day. Alright, let's see if we can flip this guy around. Oh, let's see. See how loose that is? Doesn't even tighten, so I'm doing something wrong when I mount these in the screw hole. Or the wormhole. I'll show you what I mean. This thing is just so loose. I don't know what's causing that to get so loose. I've had it happen several times. I think it must be the hole is too large. That's my guess. That would make sense to me. Let's see if we have enough of a mortise to put on here. And I really couldn't make the back any cleaner because it wasn't tight enough. So, we'll try to clean it up before we start hollowing out. Hey, thanks, Jeffrey. I appreciate that. So I'm going to clean this edge up, and then we're going to hollow this out. Hey, we're up to 37 likes. Thanks, guys. Can we hit 50? I appreciate you guys hitting that like button. Please subscribe and hit those notification options so you don't miss any videos. Joe, what's up, brother? Are you taking a break from home renovation? I bet you're tired, man. And guys, if you don't know Woodworkers DIY Lemma, that's Joe. He just put out a new video in the last week with home DIY. You should go check him out. He's a good guy. We're getting some of that tear out with that planing cut. Ooh, that's a pretty nice cut. That's a nice clean. But this end grain, there's always a little tear out usually. Not bad. Well, good, Joe. Relax a little bit. Sit back and unwind. Watch a little wood turning. Okay, I'm pretty happy. That's a pretty darn clean finish on the outside. I just sharpened my chisel, or my, chisel. Nice, Bad Dragon. I've never done anything on a metal lathe. So, let's see if we can hollow this thing out. Make a bowl. What do you think? Thanks, Matthew. Mike, what's up, man? Appreciate you, Mike. 50 likes. All right, you guys are awesome. Oh, I think, Bad Dragon, you talked about your metal lathe. All right. Dun, dun, dun. I think it's a little boring on the side. Let's add some texture. Let's see if we can add a little texture. Looks a little boring on the side. Let's see what it looks like. And you guys see that texture we added? So we added some cool detail. Now let's do another thing. Just to make it look a little better, more better. That's a pretty bowl, y'all. I like it. I want to be careful not to sand off that detail. Okay. All right. Thanks. Good deal, Happy. All right. These are not a strangulation tool that you see in ninja movies. This is to make the wood darken. Watch. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, Mike. You read my mind, brother. What's up, baby? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Now that and the texture, that's a cool design feature, man. And that knot's in there, that's pretty cool. That's a nice bowl. I dig it. Read my mind, man. Yeah, those are cool. You can add a really nice detail with that. So, all right. So now let's keep hollowing. Looking good, guys. This is Steve with My Honey's Handmade. I do furniture, woodworking, laser engraving, wood turning. Most of my lives the last few months have been wood turning, but I make handmade boxes on lives with hand planes and power tools. If you have any ideas for a live, send me an email. I'm always open for suggestions. Appreciate you guys stopping in. Let's keep hollowing. Let me show you what it looks like inside. So there's the hollow. We want to get that knot all the way out. We might leave this a little thick. but this is a maple bowl. Let's keep going. Thanks, Joe. Yeah, Mike, I can laser engrave. If it's a flat bottom. Oh, good, Billy. I didn't realize she was already having surgery. Great. Good to hear. Thanks for sharing that news. Hey, see you, Joe. Man, that sounds like a rough surgery to me. Ooh, that turned out. All right, let's see how bad we did. Got a little groove there we're trying to clean up. Let's see. We're going to try to clean up some of that tear out there. Get less grooves in it. Hey, Sylvester, how's it going? Doing good, Sylvester. Thanks for asking. Looking pretty good. I've got some grooves in here. I don't want to get too aggressive because that knot might pop out right there. Let me see how deep we are. We're about right. This is how deep we are, and then we've got a little bit, about 3/16 for the tenon, so that's about right for the depth. Let me try to clean that edge up inside. Thanks, Billy. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, that's looking a lot better. I think we're ready to sand this bad boy. Let's see if we can sand this out. We're going to start a little rough. Let's try it. It's looking pretty good. I'm not hating it. I'm starting with 120 inside because that tear out, I want to try to get rid of it. And guys, I'm wearing a mask, so when you're around sawdust, it's a danger to your lungs. So I would wear PPE. I'm wearing a face shield. Anytime you use the lathe, I would wear a face shield. And I wear a respirator absolutely most of the time when I'm in the shop if there's dust. Okay, so that's 120. That's looking better. That's looking pretty good, y'all. All right. Let's go up to 180. Hey, Mike, do you engrave bowls? Hey, Marlies, how are you? It's looking pretty good. All right, let's switch to 220. Well, this one's 240, that'll work. I really like this with the lines on the outside. I'll show you guys in just a second. I think that's going to look really good with some finish. Runic, what's up, brother? Yeah, still got a little tear out, but still got that tear out. Man, I hate that. Sometimes that's hard to get out, you know. I'm going to go back down to 180. I'd really like to get that tear out. Stuck in standstill traffic. Yuck, Runic, where you at, Runic? Hey, Maria, how are you? Dead still traffic for 2 hours. That sounds like no fun. No, thank you. Let's see if that helps. Okay, that's good. All right. I-40 between Asheville and Pigeon Forge. Ugh. Hopefully you have something good to... Well, are you watching YouTube and you're stuck in traffic? Hopefully you're not driving. Unless you're just really that bad at traffic. That sucks, man. Well, at least you're watching a good channel, man. You came to the right one. Let's blow this off real quick. Man, okay, let me show you, Runic. We added some accent lines and we added some texture there. So you got a little texture. Pretty cool texture. I really like that. That's a good way to add to your turnings. It's this tool here, the texturing tool, Robert 40. Thanks, Runic. I do that every once in a while. Sometimes the wood is just really plain, so I think that really adds a pop to it, you know? Alright, so my compressor's airing up right now. And we got one more bowl to make after this, maybe two if you guys want to make a third one. Alright guys, we're at 86 likes. Can we get up to 100? Por favor. That would be amazing. Oh, hello. In knots and stuff like that, the dust really fills up, so. Alright, man, that looks decent. Well, good. Yeah, let me try it. Actually, I do have reverse. Let me sand that way. See if it gets a better. I always forget about sanding in reverse, man. Thanks for the reminder. Alright, so let's put some alcohol on it to clean out the dust. And then we will put some sanding sealer on. What's up, Mike? Mike. Hey, Fody. Ooh, that's looking pretty good, y'all. Yes. All right, that's a good finish. We did pretty good on that. Yeah, that turned out really nice. Cool. I'm glad I went back and sanded a little bit more with that 180. Yeah, Mike, I was asking you if you engrave. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, you know what, Mike, stick around on the next one. Let's do that. I've never done that. I love that idea. Well, the bad news is I put paint thinner on here instead of alcohol. Dang it. I think this is going to take a little longer to evaporate. Let it do its thing. Thanks, Happy. So I'm wondering, couldn't I do the same thing with the checkering if I just started from this direction? I don't know. Let's try that. That's a cool idea. I didn't know what he was talking about. Yeah, that'd be great. Let's let that evaporate. That might take a little minute. I will, Mike. Mike, all I'm doing now, I just put something on it like a solvent to get the dust off. And you can see it's starting to dry. Then we're going to add sanding sealer. This is my homemade sanding sealer. It has 1 part shellac, 1 part thinner, and 1 part boiled linseed oil. And what that does, you apply it, and it helps seal the pores. And you let that dry, then you sand it, and then you apply your finish. That's going to give you a glossier, shinier finish because it fills those pores. Francisco, what's happening? How are you? Hey, Chris Watch. Am I pronouncing that right, Chris? Is it whack or watch? I'm from Oklahoma, so sometimes I mispronounce stuff. Just, you know. Let's put some air on this, see if it will dry a little quicker. There we go. Need a little more sanding on that outside. Yeah, I make my own shine juice. We'll try on this if you guys want to do the shine juice. With that texture, though, I'm not sure how that's going to look, but I need to sand this texture a little bit anyway. Because it was a little, there, that's better. It was a little frayed. I saw a little remnant. So let's put the sanding sealer on. And I haven't used the OB Shine Juice. There's a recipe online. I just make my own. It's a lot cheaper, and I have all the materials here. So here's my sanding sealer. I just put this real heavy. You're applying it just like a finish, and that's supposed to help fill up all those cracks. Seal those cracks, that way when you put your finish on, it'll be that much better. And over here, since it's textured, I'm going to have to put it on pretty thick. Yeah, Mike, I didn't have shellac, so I used lacquer, boiled linseed oil, and acetone. And when I'm out of this lacquer, I'll switch to, I'll get some shellac next time. See, with this texture, it grabs, so I don't, I hate that. Sorry, guys, I had a client show up. So let's try. Don't like that blue paper towel showing up. So I figured a brush would do a lot better instead of seeing a blue paper towel in there. Oops, build it all. Let that dry for a couple minutes and then we will add the actual finish. The foam cloth used for babies. I don't think I've tried those. I think this is going to look pretty good. So we're basically going to let this dry. We can help it out with the blower. Then we're going to sand that with the 240 grit again. Then we're going to put on our finish. Hey Rumple, it's a bowl. BW. I didn't know that was BW. All right. Top till the foam cloth used for babies. Hey BW, how many of those wands have you made so far? Well, thanks, Deborah. It's for sale. BW was making a bunch of wands. Had a big order for wands. All right, now let's put some homemade shine juice. See what it looks like. little tear out there, not horrible. Alright, now let's try to get this on the outside too. I'm really just trying to get the inside right now, the inside edge, that ring. If I can get the rest with a regular cloth. Looking pretty cool. Hello, Antonio. Oh, that did not turn out even here. Man, we gotta put a little more on. I don't like that. Have to rethink what I do for these edges with the. Okay, that's better. Alright, now let's apply some wax, some abrasive paste wax, and then we'll wax it after that. And that'll be the final step, putting I don't know if I'm putting wax on the outside though. I don't think I'm doing wax on that textured outside. Yeah, I can do the lip. It's looking pretty good, y'all. Yeah, Renaissance wax. That stuff ain't cheap. I like it though. Feels good. Thanks, Bad Dragon. I just need to finish the bottom. Matthew, my face shield's doing good, man. That's a cool looking bowl, y'all. You guys gave me a good idea. You want to make one more? You guys want to make one more bowl? All right. Oh, here's that bowl we made the other day. All right, let's go get that other one going. From a 2x6. Well, let's see if I got a 2x6. I don't have any 2x6. How about from a reclaimed church pew? Nah, I don't want to make one of those either. Let me see what I got. Small bowl for crystals. Let's try BW's method he taught me. See if I get a better result. That guy's a very good wood turner, guys. If you want to go see someone, I'm a mediocre. cockeyed. That's what I don't like. Yeah, the bowl, this thing's freaking. All right, small bowl for crystals. Well, dang it. Nice, Matthew. That same thing, the screw stripped. almost round. No, it's a freaking worm screw, man. It's kind of irritating. Okay, I think that's as good as it's going to get. I need to put the mortise on. Thanks. It's so loose in there. It's just not. That's annoying. See if we can get a mortise on it. I think we're about ready for a new piece of sandpaper. Alright, switch it off. Yeah, I'm not liking the worm screw. I'm doing something wrong, I'm sure. That's a pretty piece of ash wood. Yeah, Mike, I use that sometimes, but I've been using the worm screw, and honestly, I'm not liking the worm screw, but I use it because sometimes I'm using really not very thick wood. Maybe I just need to get some shorter screws. Let's go ahead and finish getting this round on the outside. Wow, guys, we have 133 likes. You guys are awesome. Thanks a lot. Can we get to 150? What do y'all think? It is a nice piece of ash. What's up, Kevin? Happy, is this morning for you, Kevin? Can't remember. I think it is.
finish shaping this real quick, and we will hollow out the other side, the inside. Yeah, we got to true it up. It's a little wobbly though. It looks funky. Maybe I didn't. That looks wobbly, man. Maybe I didn't have this thing flat. I don't know. It looks a little weird. Try it again. No, it's wobbly. Oh well, it's gonna be a wobbly bowl. Let's go with it. Virginia. Wow, 339 people. That's awesome. Thanks for tuning in, guys. The little doll. Mike, I build custom furniture, woodworking, laser engraving. I've been doing it full time for 3 years, and it's been pretty slow, so I'm actually going back to IT at the end of the year. Oh! Vinny, what's up, man? Hey, thanks, Vinny. Appreciate you, man. All right, let's see if we can clean this up a little. Hey, Plywood, how you doing? Not so, not so smooth as the last one. Whoop. No pressure, Kevin. That's about as thin as I'm going. Hey, Johnny, what's up, man? Ooh, that's a pretty one. That's nice grain. I gotta flatten that bottom a little. That looks pretty good. I think I could live with that. Oh, the outside of that bowl looks horrible. All right, I gotta do some more work over here. It was hidden in the dark. That looks pretty bad. See if we can make that a little better. It was thin. You could hear it, Mike. Better. Okay, I can live with that, I guess. Let's see. Maybe a little more. I think we're just going to have to sand that out. It's not cooperating. It looks pretty good. That helped. Still a little bit of tear out on the end grain. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright. That inside is looking decent. Well, until I saw that. It's looking pretty good. Let's see if I got any 80. What is this stuff? Hey, there's 80. Let's do some 80. Yeah. That knocked it out on the outside for sure. That looks pretty good. Okay, well, now let's go back to 120. Good suggestion, Mike. I'm glad you're here. I'm always open to good advice. And there are no stupid questions. Alright, that's looking pretty good, y'all. 150 likes, what's up? Yeah, Mike, we're going to go up to 120 now. 150, if I can find my piece. There it is. Well, I've got 180, not 150, so I'm skipping a step or two. Let's skip one. Alright, let's jump up to 220. Kevin, that dress doesn't make me look fat. I appreciate that, man. That means a lot coming from you. Alright, 220. That lip is thin, man. Man, that's a good looking ash bowl. What's up? All right. This time I'm just putting a wax. That shine juice I really only made for my ornaments I make. I didn't mean for it to, I don't use friction polish on bowls usually. Doesn't mean you can't, doesn't mean you shouldn't. It's usually just what I do. What, you want a line on this one, Mike? All right, Mike. Mike wants it. All right, he's the new dude. All right, we're gonna do texture again, Mike. And we will, I forgot about that. Let's, we're gonna cross hatch it. That's a good looking ash bowl, man. I know, Happy, it's thin. It's right up here, it's real thin, so we'll have to do it down low. Oh, no texture? Where do you want a burn line? Man, I think it's a nice bowl. Where do you want a burn line? I mean, that's some beautiful grain. All right, let's take a vote. Put a line in it or leave it as is. 1, 2, 3, go vote. Yeah, the grain's beautiful on this one. It's really nice. All right. 2 for leave as is. Kevin, I got 3 votes, no line, or 4 votes, leave as is. And Mike's saying ½ inch from the top. Hello, Antonio. I go with majority vote. All right, we're leaving it, fellas. Good try, though, Mike. Yeah, Kevin, we did a bowl on the previous bowl with some texture. It turned out pretty good. So let's put some sanding sealer, and then we'll put some finish on. Yeah, this one's looking really good. Good suggestion going 80 grit, Mike. Man, that's some beautiful grain on this one. I think we'll just do a wax finish on this guy. How thick is the bottom? Not very. It was sounding thin. You can kind of hear it when it gets thin. Don't forget I have that mortise on the back end. Yeah, we're probably 3/16 inch thick on the bottom. We're a little thinner up here. We could have gone a little thinner here, but oh well. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, guys, I appreciate you stopping in. Please like and subscribe and turn on notifications for the channel. I'm hoping to have a full video coming out in the next week. Maybe a couple of videos. Yeah, that grain's nice. Plywood, what are you up to today, man? That's nice. I'm digging it. Thanks, Robbie. Yeah, that grain, that's a nice piece of ash. I'm going to just put some Mahoney's on it. This is some of my last Mahoney's walnut oil. Trying to use it up. Ooh, yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Man, y'all did good. I had good advice. That's pretty. Man, that's a nice one. That's what it's all about, guys, when you find a really cool one. That's what made me start woodworking. Washing dishes. Glazing bowl. There you go. The backside needs some loving too, guys. Hey, Billy. Man, I need to make a shirt that says that because you have seen me break a few bowls. You know what I'm saying? 2x6 would be pretty cool, man. I've got one in the other shop. Mike, if you really want to see it, maybe we'll do one. All right. Dun, 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 dun. I'm liking this one, y'all. And you guys know I say that, well, I say that often, but I like a lot of my bowls I make. That's cool. Thanks, Mike. And see that little crack? We didn't break the bowl, but I like that one. Very cool. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you sticking around. I love it. Let's go see the next bowl. I'm not making another one right now. It's time to take a dinner break, and then I got to come out in the shop. I got to finish these keepsake boxes. There's the drawer or the tray. I got to finish these tonight and get finish on them maybe first thing in the morning. And Plywood says, what? You have 2 shops? I don't have any. Can I have one? Plywood, my other shop is a 10x16. It's where I started 9 or 10 years ago woodworking. And then I had this shop built 7 years ago. And then the other shop is now my wood storage and my craft show displays. I put a lot of logs when I cut trees, kind of like that one. I save my logs and so I can turn something. Rumple, man, I have broken some bowls, seriously. But here's the next one. You know what? That looks like white oak. Yeah, that's some white oak, guys. I don't know. I had a chunk of it somewhere. So, yeah, that's white oak. So our next bowl is going to be white oak. But I won't be making that tonight unless these go really well. Because I've got 2 or 3 more hours left on these to finish them. Thanks. Appreciate that, Johnny. Mike says, sell on Etsy. You know, I have an Etsy store. If you guys have a DeWalt table saw, I sell these inserts. I make them. I can put your shop name on them. But I haven't tried to sell any of my bowls. I need to because here's most of the bowls. We've been making a lot of bowls on the lives. I guess we could make another, whatever that's called, acorn. I don't know, biscuit cutter. We could make some biscuit cutters. That's true, Plywood. Where are you, man? Aren't you like North Carolina or something? Or are you over in the UK? I thought you were East Coast. I can't remember. It's hard to keep up, you know. All right, guys, that's it for me. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you're having a good one. Catch you on the next one. Hey, by the way, these masks work pretty well. Oh, man, I'm missing a filter. Didn't even know that. Nice. These work pretty well when you have it both filters. See you guys.